The first thing we're going to do is review what an eddy actually is. In a river, there will be water flowing downstream. As it passes an obstacle, such as a rock here, the water curves, turns around, and flows back upstream towards the obstacle to fill in the space behind our rock. This space behind the obstacle or rock is an eddy. Note the eddy line, which up near the obstacle is fairly crisp and clear, but as it flows down from the obstacle, it gets swirlier and less precise. As we approach the eddy, our boat should be edged slightly downstream, but as soon as we cross the eddy line, we have to switch our edge because the current is now flowing upstream. If we don't, the current will catch the edge of our boat and flip us. If we had better acting, the flip would look more like this. Ideally, we will take a sweep stroke just before the eddy, then reach across the eddy line with a draw stroke and pull us into the eddy. Sometimes we'll have to turn that draw stroke into a power turn stroke to pull us back up into the eddy or hold us in the eddy. Or maybe we'll paddle on both sides of the boat to pull us up the eddy. What we absolutely positively don't want to do is stop paddling as we near the eddy line. This looks stupid, but as an instructor, Greg used to see it among beginners all the time. We try to enter the eddy as high as possible. Here in this example, we get by entering a little bit lower, but as the rivers get harder, you're going to need to be able to get up high in the eddy because the eddies will be tiny. We want to enter the eddy at about a 45-degree angle. If you come in at more like a 90-degree angle, it's hard to break through the eddy line and you can get pushed past the eddy out of control. If you come in with a less than 45 degrees, you're likely to be rejected by the eddy line and might scoot right by it. In the beginning, this can be a bit tricky. You might think you're coming in at 45 degrees, but the current is pushing you downstream, so you have to adjust as you go, and pretty soon you've lost it. It takes a bit of practice to get it just right so you can hit the eddies at 45 degrees. As you approach an eddy, you have to use your eyes and look where you're going. If you're looking at something else, such as a hole you want to avoid, you could get yourself in trouble. As you approach the eddy line, you should be paddling and have a bit of speed. If not, it'll be difficult to cross this eddy line quickly, and you might get pushed downstream a bit. So that's it for our eddy out instruction. Now, grab your remote or put your finger on your pause button and we'll have a little test to see if you're listening. Why does Greg float out the back of the eddy? Here's the clip again. And the reason he floated out the back of the eddy was because he stopped paddling. Okay, question 2. Why does Greg end up floating out the back of this eddy? There it is again. And the answer, he came in too low. This was a small eddy. He needed to come in nearer the top of the eddy. Okay, question 3. Why does Greg end up on the rock at the bottom of the eddy? Here's a clip again. And the answer is, he came in too low. He also didn't have quite enough angle as he approached the eddy. Okay, question 4. This example has 3 potential answers, and they all kind of work together. See if you can pick them out. And here's the clip again. First off, he had bad aim. He passed the Yeti way too far away. As a result, he came in at a bad angle, and he was too far downstream by the time he got in. Okay, question 5. Why does Greg end up paddling backwards down a class 3-4 rapid? Okay, here's the clip again. In the answer, he didn't come in with enough angle. Okay, here we go. Question 6. Why can't Greg stick this tiny eddy? Okay, here we got the clip again. In the answer, he has way too much angle. And finally, why is Greg doing a fish census? Okay, here's the clip again. And the answer is he forgot to switch his edge as he crossed the eddy line. Okay, enough about errors. Let's think positive. Let's put on some music, watch some good eddy turns, and try to drill some good habits into our subconscious.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, this house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. I wonder if this time where she's gone, I wonder if she's gonna stay. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone, this house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. And I know, 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 I know. I know, 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 I know. Well, leave the young thing alone. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. I know, 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 I know. Well, leave the young thing alone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away.